The group is a controversial name which we're not allowed to say on the air.
Well, I'm kind of astounded at the number of allegations they're making in light of my knowledge of their history, at least here locally. So at the same time, this particular group seems to make a project out of being controversial, of making antagonistic statements, particularly with regard to police and public authorities. And that sort of an approach has evoked a hostile response from people who have an opposing point of view.
You're such a fucking bore. You know, some crazy asshole schools screwing us all to be fucking cool. Work for the government, it's out, we build me robots as a fight, we trash here. Put a gun on my back and I'll do what you say, but I'll burn on your house if I get away. Throw me in jail and I'll spit in your face, cause anarchy's gonna take a fucking place. Being an American. Fuck off! Being an American. Be God-fearing citizen. Or kill yourself.
It is up to them to handle it in a business-like manner. However, if there's something degrading or we feel is going to injure the reputation of the building or the business people, and we have the right not to approve it.
Estimated your worth today, and I'm not gonna listen to what you say, and I'm never gonna go back to work. You're not my boss, just a fucking jerk. You're pathetic. You're disgusting. You're pathetic. You make me sick. I estimated your worth today, you're shit. Business for all I care. Your way of life isn't going anywhere. I'm not stupid and it won't be led by pricks like you. You better I'm dead. You're pathetic. You're disgusting. You're pathetic. You make me sick.
30-year-old Clinton man took an axe and a knife to some 22 cars, half of them patrol cars last night. Their boss remains in jail, charged with destruction of police property. Police say the man spent several minutes at the secondary complex, smashing windows and slashing tires. No reason was given for the man's action.
I saw you on television. You were subject to derision. You push your product every day. I'm not impressed, but can I say? Now how fair is this? I'd really like to kill you, but it's against the law. And whose fault is that? Genocide, suicide, mass murder for purposes time. Is it any wonder we turn on ourselves? Now guys and gals throughout the land, put your faith in fellow man. Ha! You'll never cease to be amazed. Genocide, the current craze. Now guys and gals throughout the land, put your faith in fellow man. You'll never cease to be amazed. Genocide, the current craze. Death is a blessing as a gift to the rich. Pardon my smile while the powerful twitch. Genocide or suicide. Genocide or suicide.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm calling in regard to a flyer I've seen various places around campus, and it's rather obscene. It's got names of what I think to believe to be bands, and one of the names of the bands is Millions of Dead Cops, and another is a name I couldn't repeat in good conscience, and I wondered.
Where are the posters at?
If the police knew anything about it? Or?
Yeah, we know the person, I'm sure, who's... I don't know if you want to say in charge of it. Yeah, they're a punk rock band. We are aware of, some of the people in the area who are involved with the band.
Uh-huh.
And,
is anything being done about this?
Well, let me check just a second.
Thank you.
I'm moving to foreign country. And everything about it bugs me. Whenever I turn the same old story, everybody moves it for me. I've been told so many times. Love her ladies, the same old lie. But nothing is that messing as it's bigger than I'm fucking pissed. I am the establishment. I see my guidance. I would say you will ignore the president because I am the establishment. Well, fascists, I got news for you. I was fucking born here too. And I'm not gonna tolerate your violence, bigotry, and hate. I am the establishment. I see my guidance. I would say you will ignore the president because I am the establishment. I am the establishment. I am the establishment.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you would move it someplace else and call it off.
Why?
Because we don't want any problems with the neighbors.
There won't be any problems, sir. This isn't going to be any different than him having a bunch of people over and listening to the stereo or something,
What is your address, by the way?
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
Well,
It's not in your jurisdiction, I'll tell you that.
Well, it is in our jurisdiction. That's the Meridian Township Police Department calling you.
Right. Well, no, I mean,
in Meridian's jurisdiction.
my address isn't.
Well, if I got to get a warrant for you, if there's a disturbance out there, I know where to come and get you.
Oh, come on.
I'm serious about it. What is your address?
Don't need a fucking cop to tell me what to do. I'm grabbing in the street whenever they want to. I haven't got a penny.
over the state to...
All over the state, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'd appreciate it if you move it someplace else or call it off so we don't have any problems.
Well, there won't be any problems if you people would just stay away, because there's not going to be a noise problem. You guys are going to have to prove that there is.
Oh, we'll be able to prove that.
Because we'll have an attorney there, we'll have the newspapers there, and you know, you guys, you should have a little bit more pride in your job and not go so out of your way to make fools of yourselves.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
It's a matter of intelligence.
His head and mail it to them in a garbage bag. Hinkley had a vision. 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 The little hand is on the tube. The big hand is pointing at you. Now, what time is that? My clock glows in the dark. What does yours do? My kitchen counter is flat and has canisters on it. Does yours? Oh, I hope so. Don't you see these marbles in my hand? I want to go down to the store. I want to go where God knows best. I want to go to Sunday school. Jesus loves me, yes I know. I mean it. The little hand is on the tune. The big hand is pointing at you. Now, what time is that? Sometimes I like to wind up my clock so the hands will point in different special ways. Sometimes I like to wind up my clock so the hands will point in different special ways. Everybody knows that a good fucking Christian prays! I don't have any idea where it went. I kept it in my pocket with the rent. It isn't just because I'll never see it again, but that it wasn't where it should have been back then. I can't find my piece of paper. I could have been more careful with my piece of paper. It's not very often that this happens to me. This is very important, fellas, can't you see? It's hard to get people to understand. It's not the kind of thing that should be man. But I really did lose what I said I did. Will they ever sympathize with me again? I can't find my piece of paper. I should have been more careful with my piece of paper. It's not very often that this happens to me. This is very important, fellas, can't you see? I don't have any idea where I was. I kept it in my pocket with the rent. It isn't just because I'll never see it again. Every time I turn around, a hideous form of sin. The fucking cops are bad enough. Why should I see you everywhere? You're alone, I wish I was. You're alone, I wish I was. You're alone, I wish I was. I'm not smiling. I understand your heart up for a friend, but goddamn, there's such a thing as sympathization. And that's just for your information. You're alone, I wish I was. You're alone, I wish I was. You're alone, I wish I was. I'm on tour, no obligation to be friendly. You seem to think that your attitude was loving. They don't have a thing to live with. You're alone, I wish I was. 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 Your father is dead. I was. Are there any clean washcloths, dear? I am going to empty this ashtray in about half an hour. Should this glass be sitting on this particular corner of the table? Say that pencil! I used to have one just like it. Say that pencil! I did. I had one just like it! A clean towel is in the closet! A clean towel is in the closet! This is a wonderful day. The shelf is nailed to the wall. This is a wonderful day. I wish my mommy would come. Ugly towel is in the closet. Ugly towel is in the closet. do believe in what you say. Okay, just go away. Don't tell me I don't understand. We paid you to put us in the palm of your hand. So take your little toys and get out of here. I don't want to live in fear. Washington, you're no fun, you're no fun. Washington, put down the barrel of a gun. I found a suitable spot for you. It's underneath this tombstone just for you. You really had it coming and you know it's true. Washington, you're no fun, you're no fun. Washington, look down the barrel of a gun. Washington, you're no fun, you're no fun. Washington, look down the barrel of a gun. Don't tell me I don't understand. We paid you to put us in the palm of your hand. It's not a heaven. It's not a way. It's not a problem. I can't believe all that. It's not a coma. I'm not in pieces. You know it's just like you and trying to spell me out when you know the only place that I'm going is far away from here. Word must have got around that I can heal. Promise me to stay away, Daddy-o, and it's a This is cremation. Got on a train, you're building on a factory. Faces of me, man. Why don't you walk right in and let me close the door? What is the thrill in recreating history? Got think you're very glad to hear about the raid. Some of the cops were happy to get more than they were paid. But what about that copter crash that took up his head? We celebrated all weekend and we're glad that he is dead. It wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last. Psychic prayer is functional and the pigs dying fast. But what about that plane crash? 250 Army scum came home in pieces for Christmas cheer while he said I ain't nothing wrong. No one will ever approve of the prestige that I achieved. No one can logically argue against the things that I believe. Just a trifle of positive thinking, a healthy dose of LSD. The following day I'll be watching the news and giggle while others scream. Yeah. December the 4th was the day they let me away in chains. They would have locked up the policewoman if the judge had any brains. They must break because that was standing running, he shouldn't be running loose. There's gotta be something really wrong here when pigs are allowed to reproduce. No one will ever improve of the precious deeds that I achieved. No one can logically argue against the things that I believe. Just a trifle of positive thinking, a healthy dose of LSD. The following day I'll be watching the news and giggle while others scream.
Concession Stand van de Delcaroski is Nelva. God, and reveal man's it. Guess how Christian regards to their notice of should roam and roam the world. Their families can wipe the sperm from dead on the lips of the man that played that pearl. No one will ever improve the precious deeds that I achieved. No one can logically argue against the things that I believe. Just a turbulent process of thinking a healthy dose of LSD. The following day I'll be watching the news and giggle while others brain. It wasn't the first time and it sure won't be the last. Psychic prayer is functional and the things that die fast. It won't be the first time and it sure won't be the last. It won't be the first time and it sure won't be the last. It won't be the first time and it sure won't be the last. It won't be the first time and it sure won't be the last. It won't be the first time and it sure won't be the last. Just enough light filters in for Ernie, Ev, and Steve. They say that when the top comes on, the light's too bright to take. And what you see can frighten you. There's been talked about a you're lifted from the dark, the streams and the bunny rabbits and the deer and the raccoons and the birds and the insects and the rocks and the Native Americans will far outlast this shithole that some people call civilization. So shall I be there. So shall I be there when you meet your final end. Because this is not Disneyland. This is not Punkland. This is Indian land. This is Indian land. This is Indian land. You must be wondering how I know all of these things. Well, you know, I'm God. So listen up, okay? My will be done. much criticism, it's just plain jealousy. And the garbage bin used to watch a ball game with me. And when we went to Baltimore, kicked in the head when we fell on the floor, we had no idea it would go down like that. I wanna crush their softball heads with my baseball bat, it never should have happened. I just wanna go back to couldn't help but smile when you finally asked for my help. You thought you could change the time on that clock by the door all yourself. I see you march in circles and some people come there, then you all chant something silly for the man who can. What an activist for all the world to see. But did you lift a finger when they came after me? I want you all to know that when you talk behind my back, I was above you, and not even a change of heart could make me laugh. You were quite the laugh on your way to the ballot box. What an impact that you must have made on all of our lives. You must believe I was swell that you're here on the news, and I'll bet Santa Claus bought your last pair of shoes. Santa Nibble profit when they make you afraid. Just where do you think your money goes after you get paid? I want you all to know that when you follow down my path, I'm still above you, and not even a change of heart could make me love you. Father brought me back to all this fear and pain. I'll turn the other cheek the day I die. It's been a while since I've been around, so I will be there on time. I am the savior, you with behavior, it's time to loud the slime. They thought they killed you, we're only mourning while your people cry. It's been a while since I've been around, so I will be there on time. It's been a while since I've been around, so I will be there on I'm so lucky that you love me just the way it was meant to be. Making me happy is your specialty.